Hello friends at home. In this video I will be doing today's language arts with you. We are going to be working on this page that says more than one at the top. However, before I explain what you will be doing on this page, I want to go over a little bit with you about in our language when we are writing words to show that there is more than one. So let me move this paper out of the way for a minute and let's just talk about, my friend Beckett, okay? And Beckett is a boy. So if I were to be writing a story about Beckett, I could say that Beckett is a boy. Not right now, honey. You gotta wait till after the lesson, okay? After the lesson. All right. Now, this is what we call a singular word. Everyone say singular. Singular. Beckett is a boy. Just one. Singular means one. Isaac, mask on, please. Thank you. Now, if Beckett were playing on the playground and Austin and Chase came to join him, now there's not just a boy. There's more than one. So there is a letter that I can add to the word boy to show more than one. So boy on its own is what we call singular. What letter could I add to the word boy to show more than one? Mateo? Isaac? Yeah, you're saying the sound. What's the sound? What letter is that? S. So if I were to write B-O-Y and add an S, now I have more than one boy. And when we have more than one, we say it's plural. Everyone say plural. Plural. Now these words singular and plural, they're a little bit hard to remember, but they're not going away. For the rest of your life, for the rest of your days on this planet we call Earth, whether you're speaking English or Spanish or Chinese or French or any other language, you will deal with singular and plural. That means one or more than one. So we're going to start recognizing these words singular and plural now so that we understand as we grow and learn and develop in our language that singular means one and plural means more than one. Okay? Now, just like I added an S to boy to make it more than one, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of words that I can add an S to make them more than one. For example, in school, we write with a pencil. If you have more than one pencil, you have, everyone? Pencils. So by adding an S, you've made it plural. It's more than one. Okay? Sometimes when we're cutting and pasting, we use a glue stick. If you have more than one glue stick, we add an S, and now you have glue sticks. Thousands and thousands of words will work this way, friends. However, there are always exceptions to our rules, okay? And I'm going to talk to you now about an exception to the rule. Sometimes we have words that if we were to add an S to them, they wouldn't be very easy to pronounce. And let me give you an example, okay? When it is time for us to go down to the cafeteria, I tell you to go to your locker and you each have to get your lunch, okay? When you grab your own lunch, there's just one lunch. When all of you grab your lunch, we don't say you all have lunch. We say you have your lunches. However, if I just put an S on the end of lunch, this word says lunchs. Does that sound right to your ears? No. Boys and girls, go to your lockers and get your lunches. If I said that, you'd be like, I think Mrs. Bragg's gone a little cray-cray. We don't say lunches. Say it again, Austin. What do we say? Lunches. Lunches. You hear that is at the end of the word? So we don't just add an s sound to the end of lunch. We add an es to make it lunches. So it's not lunch, it's lunches. When you are adding the ending sound to make the word plural, if it's just an S, you just add an S. But if you hear the is, like in lunches, we have to add an ES. Let me give you another example. You are the first grade class. However, there are 2 first grades. So if I were to say go down and get both of the first grade class, you would think I was crazy. Go get both first grade class. Does that even look right? No, that looks silly. So instead of just adding an S, we say the first grade classes. And we add ES to make it more than 1. Okay? And then 3. Anytime you're saying the word, you'll be able to hear if it's at an S or at an ES. Okay, let's try a couple more just to make sure. Don't blurt out your answers, okay? Raise your hand if you think you know the answer, okay? So I only have 1 cat at home. We all know my cat's name is Chuck. But Miss Aho has, I think, 3 or 4. Now, does she have 3 or 4 cats? Or does she have 3 or 4 cattas? What does she have? Isaac? Cats. You can tell by listening what sounds right. So more than 1 cat, we add an S. Now, when it's my birthday, I love blowing out the candles and making a wish. Okay? If I have 2 cakes, I get to make 2 wishes or 2 wishes. Ava June? Wishes. So you can tell just by listening whether it needs an S or an ES. All right, so now if we look at our paper for today, I'll put it back up here on the screen. It says more than 1. You're going to look at each word and you're going to read the word, sound it out. And then you're going to ask yourself, if I were to write this word more than 1, plural, would I add an S or an ES? So let's do the top row together to get you started, and then you'll do the rest on your own. So the first thing I do is always the same. Take out my pencil and write down my name. Once you have your name on your paper, who would like to read the first word for me? Amelia. Dash, like Santa Claus's reindeer dash through the snow. Dash. Or, oh, there's dashes in between your words, like when we write our digital date and we say, today is 11-7. Oh, it's not the 7th, it's the 5th. 5-20. I'm getting ahead of myself, right? Those are not 1 dash, there are 2. Would I say 2 dashes or 2 dashes? Emily? ES, dashes. So when you write it, dash, make sure you add ES, dashes. Who knows what that next word is? Faith? Class. And this was one we did as an example when we were learning about singular and plural. We are one of the first grade classes or classes? Faith or Sage? We are 1 class, but together there are 2 what? Classes. So do I need an S or an ES? An ES. There are 2 first grade classes. All right, what's the next one, Beckett? Cat. But if I had more than one cat, I would have cat. Good job. Okay, so you're going to go through. This word is bug. Would it be bugges or bugs? Would it be dogges or dogs? Foxes or fox? Frogges or frogs? Glasses or glass? Dishes or dish? Mamas or moms? Wishes or wish? Boxes or box? You can hear it when you say it. So go ahead and get this finished. And when you're all done with it, I would like to take a quick look at it. Okay? Bye, friends at home.